Hey there, team. So your employees show up, they do the work, but here's the real question. Do they actually care about their jobs? Because there's a huge difference between just working and actually caring. Give me the next 5 minutes and I'll show you how to figure out if your employees are truly invested and what to do if they're not. Let's get real for a second here. Most of us as leaders assume that if employees aren't complaining, they must be satisfied, right? That if people aren't quitting or missing deadlines, everything is fine and dandy and a-okay. Wrong. A lot of companies think that perks and paychecks will just equal engagement. And I've said this before, throw in the ping pong table, the free snacks, maybe even offer remote Fridays, and boom, we've got a happy, committed team. Here is the thing. Caring about your job goes way deeper than that surface level stuff. It's all great, don't get me wrong. We got to dig a little bit deeper. Why it doesn't work is because engagement isn't just about being comfortable, it's about being connected. We want deep connections with organizations. So when employees care, they're not just doing the work, they're invested in the mission, the outcomes, and the team. Truth is, and I said it, perks are great, they're just not enough. What really drives engagement is purpose, recognition, and feeling like we're part of something bigger. Without those, all the snacks, all the sweets, all the chips in the world won't get them to care any more than they have to. So, how do we really figure out if our employees care? It's all about reading the room. And by room, I mean culture. I'm talking about how people show up, how they interact, and where their energy goes. Here's what I want you to look for. Let's get a screen share happening here. First things first, we're looking for initiative. So, one. Initiative. Okay, so initiative. Are our team members going above and beyond, or are they just calling it in? Are they just doing the bare minimum? When people care, they take ownership. They're proactive and they're not just reactive. And we really need proactive team members instead of reactive team members to be effective at what we're doing. The second one is collaboration. Okay, so collaboration. Are they engaging with their teammates or is it every person for themselves? People who care about the team and they contribute to the team's success, not just their own to-do lists. Now, the other one, feedback, and it's not just feedback, it's actively participating in feedback. If people are truly invested, they'll want to make things better. They'll look for the opportunities. Are they giving feedback or do they keep their heads down and stay quiet? Silence can be a sign of checked out team members. Now, the other one here, excitement, or in our case, it could be a lack of excitement. So maybe they're excited about doing a new project, or maybe they're groaning at the thought of doing anything new. Enthusiasm or the lack of enthusiasm is a really strong indicator about how much they care. If they are leaning in, if they're putting their hand up to get things done, if they're asking what's next, there's a really good chance that they're invested. So what do we do if they're not? How do we fix it? Now that we know how to spot disengagement, let's get to the fix. And like I said, it's not about throwing money at the perks or at the problem. Here's how to reconnect your team with their purpose and get them caring again. Let's set some meaningful goals. Tie daily tasks back to the bigger picture. Want to know why I'm doing the things I'm doing. Help them to see how their work impacts the company and the world outside of it. When they see how their role matters, they're more likely to invest emotionally. Second one, recognize effort, not just results. Now, we love to be celebrated when we hit a big milestone, but caring about the work that they're doing on the day-to-day is so important. A simple, I see how hard you're working on this can go a long way in making people feel valued. Number 3 is encouraging autonomy. Give your team members skin in the game. The more ownership they have over their projects, the more they will care. Let them make decisions, contribute ideas, let them feel like they're trusted to run with their work. Number 4, invest in their development. When you care about their growth, they'll care about the company. Set up mentoring, training, and opportunities for advancement. People will go the extra mile when they know you're in it for the long haul, not just the bottom line. So one of my clients, this would have been a good 2 years ago now, they were having trouble with engagement. In this particular organization, really tight deadlines and just nothing being, not that nothing was shown for it. Sure, they got their bonuses, all of that, but they weren't seeing the results of their hard work. So one thing we changed, and this was one change, was really simple. We started putting video boards out in the workshop area. And when a client had a win with a project that they had busted their butts on getting out on time, it made it up onto the board. So the thing that they did 3 weeks ago, that they put their heart and soul in to get done on time, was actually displayed, and they saw the fruits of their labor and the win that their client had. And just that, game changer. When I'm sitting here and I'm doing overtime and I look up and I'm reminded of why I'm doing that overtime, I'm engaged, right? So just changing that one thing made a huge difference. And then we were able to make other iterations from there. So the question shouldn't be, team, are our team members working? The real question is, do they care? Do they care about the work? And the great news is, if the answer is not really, we can turn it around by focusing on purpose, recognition, autonomy, and of course, personal growth. And if you want to dive deeper into how you can drive engagement, I've got a free resource that breaks down actionable strategies for building a culture of caring. You can get your hands on it. It's called Our Free Guide to Building a Culture That Makes People Care About Their Work. Drop care in the comments below and I'll make sure that you get a copy. Until next time, keep leading with purpose and trust me, your team will follow. Catch you in the next video.